Rosa's grabbing a plain old seltzer. I'm sitting here eating some Smarties, recording, composting.
What's up, little cummers? It's Composting back at it again, the most electric podcast online, and I'm joined today by my berserk co-host, Joku.
Hello. I'm Joku, also known as the Berserker,
Also known as the berserker,
also known as Bloodcock,
also known as Cripcock.
and we got Rosa here, who's also known as Fleabag.
Yep, that's what they used to call me back in the cell. And we watched the
Trilogy. Watch the
Deadpool trilogy of movies, which has been called many times the Godfather of trilogies.
Yeah, they started calling it the Godfather of Trilogy like a week ago.
Yeah.
Since it became a trilogy like a
Before
week
that,
ago.
it was the Godfather of duologies.
That doesn't work, bro. I'm gonna be real. That joke.
I
does
don't
not
care.
work.
You don't work, bro.
Yeah,
You
my
don't.
legs don't work.
Yeah, you fucking cripple. Why don't you take a stand for what you believe in? Oh wait, you can't because you're in a fucking metal sarcophagus.
You know, you don't gotta
Stephen
be mean about
Hawking
it.
ass, bro.
You don't gotta be a dick about it.
You got that
That's-
command center type wheels, bro.
You don't have to be
Fucking
a
pimp
dick
my
about
wheelchair ass.
it. You don't have to be a dick about it.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Ableism podcast. We watched Deadpool 1, 2, and 3. And I say we start at the start.
We started the second one since we watched that one together.
Why don't we start with
I'm
Deadpool?
kidding.
Okay.
We're gonna start at Deadpool #1, which came out in 2016, directed by my boy Tim Miller, who made such classics like Love, Death, and Robot, Swarm, and Love, Death, and Robot, The Drowned Giant. Also, my favorite Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah.
So this guy has a track record. But would you like to give a synopsis on Deadpool 2016?
Okay. So imagine Ryan Reynolds.
And that's Deadpool.
Yep. Okay.
Nice description.
Yep,
Moving on. Deadpool 2.
Do you want to rate it before we move on?
Okay, but
Okay.
really,
But for real though, imagine Ryan Reynolds, but
Ryan Reynolds.
he has hair, and then he's kidnapped by a British guy, and then he turns bald, and he's really pissed off because he became bald, and then now he must kill.
You know what I thought about when I was watching this? This
What'd
movie
you-
represents how gay people and straight people look at Ryan Reynolds. Straight people see Ryan Reynolds as like him in the first half. Gay people see Ryan Reynolds in the second half.
I see.
That's what gay people see when they see Ryan Reynolds.
My
A
dad
disgusting, bald,
Freak.
deformed man.
My dad says that he thinks Ryan Reynolds is gay,
I
and
think,
I don't
think
know-
Ryan Reynolds is for straight people.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is the most aggressively straight man.
Ryan Reynolds is the one exception. He's the one, like, he's the guy for straight people who have that one person. That's who Ryan Reynolds is. That's his niche.
Yeah, I think that that if anything, Hugh Jackman is more gay than Ryan Reynolds. Not to
True.
get ahead of ourselves, but
True.
I just need to spit some truth in the mic real quick.
All right.
Ryan Reynolds, contract killer. He then gets Walter White disease. And he's like, oh no, but my wife, my beautiful wife, what's her name again?
Vanessa.
Ryan Reynolds' wife, Vanessa, is like, we need to give you experimental treatment. And he's like, no, I'm just gonna die. And then a shadowy organization comes forward to him and is like, yo, what if we gave you superpowers that cured your cancer? And he's like, wow, that doesn't sound like anything bad will happen. That sounds like totally awesome. Except it turns out that it's not totally awesome, and he is tortured by a British guy until he becomes bald and deformed with superpowers. And then he takes on the moniker Deadpool. Also, he can't die. He's immortal, essentially. He has regeneration powers like the Wolverine.
He basically
Well, more
is the
powerful than
Wolverine.
that of the Wolverine. Yeah, except minus the metal skeleton and the claws.
So not as cool as Wolverine. Like Wolverine, but like less cool.
I'd say I like Deadpool's powers. I think Deadpool's powers are more interesting than the Wolverine
I would disagree.
as a comic book person. But in the films, yeah, Wolverine's way cooler. These movies just made me want to watch X-Men.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it just made me wish that
the plot of this
were getting
movie
X-Men
is not that good. I'm gonna be real. It's
Yeah.
so
So-
basic and it's very boring for me.
the
at
entire
least.
film is like he's a little soft, he's a little small being who thinks that he's too ugly to get his ex back, so he just stays hidden away from her until it turns out that the British guy who he's trying to take revenge on kidnaps his ex Vanessa, so he has to save her. And then they get back together at the end of the movie, and it's very basic. Also, Colossus is in it.
Yeah,
And
and my the most awesome superhero,
you.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, Negasonic Teenage Warhead reminded me of you a lot.
Yeah, I'm basically Negasonic.
An angsty lesbian who's
Yeah.
old. She's great. Colossus is great. And it just made me wish that, I wish that Deadpool was just a part of an X-Men movie. Because I like Deadpool, and I think he would be fine as a character in a X-Men story, except it's like having a Rocket Raccoon solo film. It's like, Rocket Raccoon is a fine comedic relief in a, like, ensemble cast environment, except that sort of, like, turn to the camera snarky comment type character is incredibly grating when it's a feature-length solo story. You know? That's my take.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to mention this. Gina Carano is in this movie, and is
This movie has two controversial figures in it, and there's a reason why T.J. Miller doesn't come back for the third one.
Yeah, we'll say that. But Gina Carano is accused of being trans by Deadpool, which I find very funny because she blocked us on Twitter after calling Elena a man and writing a 6th grade essay about why our friend sucks. Let me find the tweet. I quoted them, and then they got really mad and blocked us. Let me... I quoted their tweet. I said, "You act like Kanye, just without the talent." Sorry that you don't know what to do now that your mediocre career is over, but you could probably go teach a drama class for 13-year-olds or something. Maybe the middle schoolers could give you some writing advice too. And she got mad and blocked us. She sucks in this movie, by the way.
She's like, whatever.
She is like the most mediocre actor of all time.
That's why she's in movies like My Son Hunter as Secret Service Agent Hound.
And she directed the Daily Wire classic of a film, Terror on the Prairie. What
She didn't direct that.
I thought she
It was Michael Polish. She was a producer.
She produced it, my bad. I know she was involved with the... Yeah, my bad. Executive produced by Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Oh, man. I can't
Dude,
believe
I'm
Ben
looking
Shapiro...
at the poster for... Am
I
I racist?
Oh my god. Oh, that's really funny. That's hilarious. I'm so excited to review this when it comes out.
Don't we have to pay for it?
I'm fine with that. Wait, we can probably just pirate it, actually.
I don't think anyone's pirating that, though. That's the thing.
You know what? I'm fine paying like the $10 for it.
I mean, as long as it's not coming out of my...
I feel... Wait, actually, I'm assuming Dead Domain Jordan will probably be paying for it to make a video on it. So I'm going to see if I can get her, their, Daily Wire account login. Just so we don't have to pay for it, too.
Yeah.
But, back to Deadpool. His humor is just very unfunny, this film.
Whatever. It's Deadpool humor. It's what you expect.
Yeah, I will say at least one thing to this film's credit: it was novel at time of release.
Yeah, it did have like one of the first Marvel R-rated films.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, and it showed that R-rated movies can be popular.
Yes. Except it is also like we reviewed Mad Max on the Patreon recently. And the fact that the film wasn't originally intended to be R-rated meant that the gore was realistic and minimal because people's heads aren't like water balloons, you know?
Yeah.
And this film, the gore looks really bad. And that's not me disliking gory movies. I'm fine with it. It's just try and make it not look like shit. You know?
Fine, it's whatever. It's very all of these are very fine.
Yeah, it's CGI slop with Ryan Reynolds on it. And you know, I'll say it was when I watched it was fine. It's like if you're from upstate New York, you know about Mighty Taco. It's just like peak stoner food, and you have it like one time a year, and it does its job. It's not good. It's objectively not good food, except, you know, I'll come back for more.
Okay, buddy. Anyway, what would you rate this movie?
I'm thinking 6.5 out of 15 for me. How about you?
I'm feeling a 5 out of 15. I will say that I enjoyed it more. I rated it lower like the last time I watched it, which was like 3 years ago, which is crazy to think that in 3 years. But
what'd you give it out of 15?
5, I said.
Okay, yeah.
But I actually enjoyed it more now, and I thought it was being a little too harsh on it. Not by much, but you know, it bumped it up a point or two.
That brings it to a prestigious 11.5 out of 30, meaning that is 4.5 better than Love Lies Bleeding. Which is...
Wait, so it's better?
Yeah, it's 0.5 better than Love Lies Bleeding.
Wow.
You know, I think I'm gonna bring it down to a 6. I think that 11 out of 30. I'm gonna bring my score down to a 6.
Okay.
11 out of 30. Is it okay? So it's tied with Love Lies Bleeding. Is it better or worse than Love Lies Bleeding? I'd say worse.
I'd say worse as well.
Okay. It's just behind Love Lies Bleeding. Next meme. Deadpool 2. Okay, this movie starts off with an exciting premise. I think that you think that Deadpool is gonna join the X-Men.
Wait a sec.
Okay.
Deadpool 2, released in 2018, 2 years after the first one.
Yep.
Directed by a different person.
That's a good
David
sign.
Leitch, who directed notable movies like Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, Atomic Blonde, Bullet Train, and this year's The Fall Guy, sorry.
The Bullet Train Redemption.
And this year's The Fall Guy.
Oh, man. Okay, so this movie's plot, big improvement over the original.
Yeah.
As well, I'll say. Except it does start off with a major disappointment. That being, I thought, Deadpool is gonna join the X-Men, because it starts off with him joining the X-Men, but he immediately quits the X-Men, which is very sad, because I just want a fucking X-Men or X-Force movie, man. I just want another fucking X-Men or X-Force movie. God damn it. Except it's more Deadpool. Fine. So starts off, he
his wife dies.
His wife gets shot. He failed
to protect her
by a little Asian boy. Because he failed to kill him with a cream cheese spreader. So he gets depressed. He tries to kill himself, except he has Wolverine powers, so that doesn't work. And Colossus ends up saving him. He's like, Bob, you need to get your life back together, duh. So he joins the X-Men as a trainee, alongside Teenage Negasonic Warhead, who has a new lesbian partner, which is pretty cool. She's nice. She has like 2 lines. But...
Dude, I just looked. I learned that. Wait, never mind. I'm stupid. Forget me.
What were you gonna say?
No, just forget it. Moving on.
Which is cool. Also, Teenage Negasonic Warhead wears a cool leather jacket with buttons on it in this movie, which reminded me of my leather jacket, so that's cool.
Nice detail, bud. Anyway, they go to some mutant school, and some kid is having a freak out.
Because he was tortured by a eugenicist.
Okay, let me go, bro.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Not your turn. You had your turn. It's my turn now.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes,
Look at what the kid looks like now, by the way. Put this up on screen. This is what the kid looks like now.
Jesus Christ, he let himself go even more. What the fuck? I didn't know people could look like that, dude. Jesus H. Christ, man.
The kid acts awfully.
Worst part of this movie.
The kid is the worst part. Acting sucks by him. No offense, kid.
I'd
But-
let myself go if I
but,
acted
you
like
know-
that too, buddy.
But anyway, Deadpool is like, what? They're torturing you? And then tries killing people. And then the kid and Deadpool get arrested. And then the plot starts to go, and turns out
the icebox.
they go to prison. But anyway, this all devolves into the kid in the future being a crazy mass murderer.
Yeah.
When Cable, played by Josh Brolin, has to time travel back in time, Terminator style, to kill this annoying kid.
Yeah, I was really excited because I thought that, yes, finally we're gonna see a kid get shot.
No, we're in GTA rules. There's no children in GTA. Can't do
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I can't do that. So Deadpool is like, actually, have you just tried talking to the mass murderer psychopath? And he uses the power of self-sacrifice to stop the kid from in the future being a mass murderer. Also, I forgot to mention that in Deadpool 1, he says brown pants, and this one he says white pants. I just wanted to
And then the third one, he says another color. Take a guess. But in the meantime, let's talk about this movie a little bit more.
red pants. I have a UTI, and
And then
kidney
we'll
stones.
reveal the answer to you in the third section.
Drop it off in the comments below. What color is Deadpool thinking of?
All right. Anyway,
Yeah. Josh Brolin, I like in this movie.
I usually like Josh Brolin. I think he's good in the Dune movies. He plays Thanos.
Yeah.
Um,
And he
Good in
TJ
No
Miller,
Country.
even if he is a piece of shit, is better in this movie than he was in the first one. Like, he's less annoying, I think.
You know, T.J. Miller was perfectly casted, because I never looked at what the name of the character he played is, but I mean, hell, perfect casting.
Yeah,
the name of the
perfect
character he plays is called Weasel, which is exactly what T.J. Miller is.
And he's also he's an impractical joker. He called in a bomb threat. Hey, Murr, call it a bomb threat at the subway.
Anyway,
That shit's impractical. But,
what was your favorite part of this movie?
I didn't say this for the first one, but,
That's just the best scene in the first one is the brown pants scene.
Let's
be real.
Okay, genuinely, the best scene in the first one is that
Pizza delivery.
the pizza delivery or the shootout where he does make the brown pants line.
Yeah, those are the two funniest.
Yeah,
bits
the
to me.
action scenes in this in both of these movies are very fun and just like fantastic. I really like the action in these movies. It's very creative. They wear their inspirations on their sleeve with like the Matrix films, Kill Bill films. I mean, like you can't go wrong with that style of balls to the wall, all gas, no brakes type shit, you know? And if they've got a big budget behind it, of course it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found
so,
this movie taking a little while to get going, but once it goes, I'm kind of in it and I'm having fun.
Yeah,
like
I
when they're doing the X-Force bit and they're getting people, that's when I find the movie to start
Yeah,
going for me.
It made the X-Force bit I liked a lot, except it also made me sad as a big X-Force comic fan. And I'm like, oh yeah, your eyes are rolling into the back of your head, and you're, but it just made me sad. I'm like, wow, I really like X-Force comics. I like that they're reduced to just being a dumb joke.
It's a
However,
reference, bro, it was the funniest joke in the movie.
yeah. Even if it made me sad, I'm a dork. But
I also, my favorite action scene was the chase scene on the I don't know, fucking Insurgent. Sounds like a word that would be the name of that truck.
yeah, the Mad Max truck.
Yeah.
I like the Juggernaut in this movie because
Yeah, the Juggernaut's
the
always
Juggernaut's an awesome character.
fun. Yeah, He's always fun to see.
I like that they let the Juggernaut talk the way he would in like a more mature X-Men or X-Force comic, because the Juggernaut's like a bad mouthing little fucker. I like that they let him be a little fucker in this movie, you know?
Yeah.
It's great.
Even if it was all CGI, it still was
Yeah,
fun.
and I like... this is me being a bit of a dork, except I always like Colossus Juggernaut fights.
You're always a joke.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay.
I meant
Okay.
to say, you're always a nerd, but I said you're always a joke, which is true.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you
man.
get it. You know why? Because you're the life of the party.
Okay.
Here, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Look inside, chat. Look at the kid again.
Oh, no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. At least I'm not fucking... Because
Uproar.
I'm fat. Shamoe really fat. You know I'm fat. I'm fat.
Dude, I love that.
it.
I love that song so
We've
much.
watched that music video like 30 times.
Well,
together.
I'm actually like at 50 because I watch it by myself too.
Yeah, every single time they screen share YouTube, it's in the recommended feed because YouTube knows that they're severely mentally impaired.
Well, I like the song. What can I say? It's a
Yeah.
good song. It's a fun song.
Yeah, it
Anyway,
is.
moving on.
Yeah, okay, what I was saying is, I always love Colossus, Juggernaut fights in the comics. It's always one of the most cool, fight archetypes. It's up there with, like, Red Skull, Magneto for me, for being just, like, always a good time. Red Skull Magneto, obviously, for different reasons, but I really liked the Juggernaut Colossus fight in this movie. As far as CGI Marvel schlock goes, I thought it was a good fight. All the action in this movie was really good, I thought.
Yeah. This
It-
one is just better than the first one.
Yeah, it's just the first movie, except with a better plot. Cable's a fun character.
You could also like maybe make the case that it's a intro movie, and like the intro movies are usually bad.
Yeah.
Like because like they all kind of they all tend to follow the same trend of like first superhero movie, you know?
Yeah, and I was when I was watching the first Deadpool movie, we didn't watch the first one together. We watched the second
Or the
one
third.
together. Or the third, obviously, because that's in theaters. But while I was watching the first movie, I was live texting you, and I was like, dude, I do not give a shit about Deadpool's love life.
Yeah, and
Or-
the problem is like they all kind of rely on her. Like
Yeah.
every movie relies on Vanessa either like kind of breaking up with him or just dying,
And
which
I
is like kind
think-
of all week. Cuz
Yeah, and-
you can like they've done it 3 times
Yeah.
now.
Even if it
Every
is weak,
movie.
by Deadpool standards, this one does the best job of having a Vanessa plot in it.
Yeah.
It is. It's not great, but I think that like the sequences where he kills himself and he talks to Vanessa in the afterlife.
Yeah.
I think as far as like, again, by the standards of this franchise go, are fairly good. Even if the writing between the two of them is very weak. The character dialogue in all of these movies is awful. It's like Ted level writing.
Head level Friday.
Yeah, it's very Seth MacFarlane core.
True.
And like, even if there are these aspects of the movie we like, it's still a Deadpool movie. Paul is
Yeah.
an awesome character though. in this one. The
Which
guy
one's
with the
Paul?
mustache. The guy with the
Oh
mustache.
yeah.
He saves his life. Spoilers. Deadpool goes back in time.
Oh
and
yeah, in
saves,
the post
saves his
credits.
girlfriend from dying. And he also shoots Ryan Reynolds before he can star in the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Which,
And then he kills 2009 X-Men Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish that they would just tape Deadpool's mouth shut in this fucking franchise, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a controversial take that I like that Deadpool more than I like this Deadpool?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But it's dead now.
Pool.
True.
But yeah, I thought it was a fine movie. Anything more you have to say on it?
Also, the guy with the mustache is named Peter.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, I like it more than the first one.
Also,
This isn't a
okay,
new take by me either. I
yeah,
find this one better.
I mean, it's a fine one. I also like Domino's action scenes
Yeah.
because I think that they found really creative ways to visualize the very abstract superpower of being very lucky.
Yeah.
Just imagine Black Widow if it was cool.
Black Widow. That's what Deadpool says.
Yeah,
that's what he
Deadpool
calls
said,
her.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
Which is the level of writing this movie is operating on. So
All right. Scores.
I am thinking I'm thinking 8 15.
I'm gonna go 7.5. This movie did not really change that much in my viewing. I mean, I appreciated it maybe a little bit more. It's fun. It's fine.
It's like for a Marvel action movie, good by Marvel standards, I'd even say, but by film standards, it's
Average.
it's tied with Civil War. I think this is better than Civil War. What would you rather rewatch?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be queer armor. I'm gonna say rewatch Civil War 6 more times.
Man, I like how we moved them over on it so hard. That they
They
had
posted
me,
a video on it.
They had me co-write a video with them where they say that they're still like dealing with breaking down their liberal tendencies.
That's what you laugh like.
Man, I think it's funny that we faxed and logicked them so hard that they had to make a video essay about why they were wrong.
Dude, look at that FNAF gameplay. Isn't that crazy? That was recorded like last night while we're recording this. So check us out on Twitch.
This is Destiny gameplay.
Oh, this is Destiny? Okay, never mind. Well, that still was recorded last night.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, check us out on twitch.tv/CM posting.
Yeah, by the time this is up, I'm imagining I'm probably playing maybe FNAF Security Breach.
Okay. I think
on stream.
Honestly, I think I'm just gonna give you this one. I'm not gonna even argue. I think Civil War is better visually.
Yeah.
So I've made my thoughts on Civil War clear. I think it's mid.
Yeah, both of these are mid, but I think Civil War is probably better.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, moving on to the most recent Deadpool movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, released this year, directed by Sean Levy, famous and notorious for movies like Night at the Museum, Real Steel,
greatest fucking movie of all time. That's fucking filmmaking, baby.
Calm down.
Sorry, I was getting
Calm down. The Pink Panther movie, cheaper by the dozen. My favorite Ryan Reynolds movies, like Free Guy and The Adam Project.
Wow.
So I was not really excited going into this one. I'm gonna be real, because I hated the Free Guy, and I didn't really like The Adam Project that much. At least they didn't direct Red Notice. I can at least say that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was pleasantly surprised. This one was fine.
Yeah. It is a really hot blonde woman who plays Terra Nova.
Yeah.
No, wait. Why did I say Terra Nova? I'm stupid. It's fucking Cassandra Nova. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry, comic book fans. I like Cassandra Nova. It's an awesome character.
All right. What did you think of this one? Do you want to do the plot, and then I'll take over a little?
Okay. Dude, the plot in this movie is so fucking contrived. I'm sorry, but
yeah, this one is like the other one felt a little contrived, but this one has just gone off the rails. I will say though, the opening action sequence with Deadpool dancing to NSYNC, kind of liked it a little.
I liked it.
I liked it a little bit because the only like criticism I have on that opening scene is not continuing the trend of the snarky credits. It just did normal credits, and I was like, oh, I'm a little disappointed
by that. But the opening action scenes in Deadpool movies are always like one of the strongest aspects, in my opinion.
Eh.
They're consistently good.
I would say the first one is not that good.
I think it's fine.
I think this one is my favorite.
Yeah, this one's awesome because he desecrates the grave of Logan from hit movie Logan, aka the Wolverine, and starts tossing his bones around to kill the time police or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Logan in the Wolverine in the movie Logan sacrifices himself and dies. We know this. We've all seen hit film Logan. And Deadpool is from the same timeline as the Wolverine and X-Men movies. So, apparently, the Wolverine was this universe's anchor being. A character that's so important that without the character, this entire timeline collapses. Which is such a fucking stupid premise, but whatever.
You know, it's to get the Wolverine back into same timeline type shit.
So Deadpool tries out for the Avengers, he fails, so he becomes depressed and becomes a used car salesman.
For like Carvana or CarMax or We Buy Any Car.
Mm-hmm.
Any, We Buy Any Car.
Yeah.
Have you seen that ad?
No, that is not a thing in New York.
Dude, We Buy Any Car. Okay, we're reacting to this real quick.
We're doing a reaction.
Yeah, We Buy Any Car.
We buy any car, any type of. That's crazy.
I don't know if it's regional. Okay, it might be. Ad. All right, here's the ad. This kind of is any car. This is kind of crazy.
We buy any car. We buy any. Woo!
Wait, this is the ass one. You need this one. This one's the good one.
Selling your car? Well, here's some great news from WeBuyAnyCar.com.
We buy any car.
Yeah.
We buy any car.
Woo!
Any.
We buy any car. Hey.
Any make, any model, any age, any price from 50 quid to 100 grand. We buy any car.
This is British, bro.
Yeah, I know. I told you.
100 grand.
Any. We buy any car. We buy any car.
.com.
See, this isn't local to me.
I see that.
I just love this ad.
This is awesome.
So, before you sell or part exchange, come to WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Let's be real, Deadpool would never work there.
Deadpool
He's not
would
as
nev-
cool. He
he's
would
not-
work at like Carvana,
Yeah, that's
Carvax.
true.
But anyway,
Yeah, then I guess he's kidnapped by the time police.
here, I'll take it. I got this.
Okay.
All right. So, Deadpool is requested by the Time Police, where Paradox, played by Matthew McFadden, and oh my god, I'm gonna be real, he was awesome in this movie. I love him. He's a great guy, great in Succession, and I'm happy to see him on the big screen because boy, he was a treat. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I liked him.
I'm getting beside myself.
True.
But anyway, the whole spiel of what Rosa mentioned about the anchor superhero or anchor being is talked about, and they give them an ultimatum where they can either go to the main timeline or
Avengers timeline. Deadpool
Yes.
can go. Yeah.
or they can let everyone that they know in in his current timeline just die. So that kind of sets off the course of events that allow Deadpool to try and grab another Wolverine from another universe and bring them back to his universe.
Yeah. And then my favorite sequence of the movie starts where he goes to like every timeline looking for a Wolverine to take back to the Time Police headquarters or whatever. And there's just a ton of cool comic book references to different comic book runs Wolverines, which I
like the tiny one. That one kind of got me.
Yeah,
When he just got out of his
little
seat
guy
and he was
Wolverine
really
so
yeah.
funny.
I
I
quick
laughed at-
intermission here. I need to grab another seltzer. This one's
Okay.
almost empty. I'm a little thirsty.
a little thirsty.
Teehee.
Uh,
My cat was looking at me funny on the stairs.
yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
um,
We like to have fun here. Unlike other podcasts
yeah,
where they just talk about why pronouns are bad or shit like that.
yeah. Rev Left Radio, the D program. I'm just talking shit on random podcasts. I don't think that they've done that. They seem like
Seaman
fun.
posting? Fuck them.
Yeah, Seaman Post.
They'll
has
never
fu-
become posting.
They'll never be us. They not like us. They not like us. You think the Bagel will let you disrespect Pac? I think that Oakland's
We
true.
buy any car.
We buy a car.
Any.
Dude, Drake dropped that. The B4 been over.
True.
But my favorite part is the Flying Wolverine thing because it's really fun. I also like edgy '90s Wolverine with the stupid hair and the black and red suit. We just
Yeah.
get to see him kill Deadpool for like 20 minutes, which is fun. Not 20 minutes.
For like the whole rest of the movie.
It's like 30 seconds. Except it felt I wanted it to be 20 minutes.
Dude, it was like the whole movie. They just fought the entire time until
Well,
they
no,
did
not edgy '90s Wolverine.
Oh.
It's just normal Wolverine,
No, it's not normal. It's depressed, failure, alcoholic Wolverine.
which is just normal Wolverine.
Yeah.
After the '90s, that's just every single comic book Wolverine. It's like, which I'm fine with. I think that Hugh Jackman does a good job as
Yeah.
Wolverine. Obviously, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
I'd be weirded out if he didn't. But he ends up finding a really depressed Wolverine that ends up drinking until he passes out, and then Deadpool kidnaps him, brings him back to Time HQ, and then they say, "You gave us the worst Wolverine! You can't just replace a fucking, what was the term?
Anchor being.
Anchor being. Also, they think some random dead guy in the credits and says he was our anchor being, and I thought, damn. Imagine fucking dying and being commemorated in that way. I'd kill myself if I wasn't dead already. But, yeah, fucking, Deadpool says,
Can I ask you a question?
Something snarky, yeah?
Are you the type to bring in notes into a movie theater?
No.
That's surprising. I pegged you for one that would bring like a notepad into a
I
movie
regretted
theater.
not doing it. It was just because...
So I was right, is what I'm saying.
No, I always do, except this was with my dad.
No, I asked you, are you the one to bring?
Oh, yeah.
Not to this one, but I was right, is what I'm saying.
You were completely right.
I didn't. I went with my mom for fun.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to see it, and I was like, you know...
Yeah, it's a very
Sure.
it's a very seeing a movie with parents core type film. Yeah, Deadpool says a snarky comment, and then him and Logan are sent to the void, which is where characters...
The trash dimension.
Yeah, which is where characters in dead timelines go, right? They end up beating Chris Evans, Human Torch.
I will say, the 20th Century Fox logo in the void was really funny to me.
I did think that was very funny.
That one got me.
Yeah, I gave a hearty chuckle.
Yeah.
We get like 20 Deadpool Wolverine fights in this movie, and they're great.
Yeah.
I really like them because neither of them can die.
Yeah.
So,
but after like the third one, I'm just kind of like, is this really necessary? Like, this feels like padding.
yeah,
Like by the third one, I was in the band one. I was very bored.
yeah. Also, they do the trope in the van fight where they bang Deadpool's head against a car stereo and it keeps changing
Yeah.
radio stations. And he says "ow" every time, which I've seen that in, like 5 movies.
Didn't they do that in Deadpool 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably was not to that and others, but whatever. Then it turns into Mad Max for like an hour,
Yeah.
which is very funny since we just watched Mad Max Fury Road, and it feels more like, dude, I was watching Regular Show because I've been on Regular Show.
yeah.
There's a Mad Max episode of Regular Show, and it's just the Road Warrior. Like, bro, everything I'm watching is turning into Mad Max.
And you know what? I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I love
Cassandra
Mad Max.
Nova is the Immortan Joe of the Void, and
Or the other people. This feels more like a Mad Max Road Warrior to me. I'm gonna be real. Or
yeah.
no, I would say Beyond Thunderdome.
Also, Emma Corrin is Cassandra Nova.
This feels more
was-
like a Thunderdome.
Was the best part of this movie. They do such a good job giving Cassandra, like, doing the character of Cassandra Nova. I really like it.
I'm gonna be real. I thought it was fun. It wasn't really anything spectacular to me.
I thought it was great.
Thought it was average. Sorry.
I'm just very susceptible to bald women, I will say that.
So you like queer armory and liberalism? Dude, you just stood there for like a minute.
Yeah, I'm susceptible, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. We meet
Dude,
our
queer armorer. This poor person that's just taken like 2 strays out for no reason this episode. They listened to the show too.
You can get that. You can edit that out.
Oh, I'm not editing that out. It was really funny.
Yeah.
They'll agree. They'll be like, yeah.
I say it with love.
We say it with love. We say
Yeah.
it lovingly.
Yeah.
We wouldn't say that unless we liked them. Everybody gets shit.
Yeah, no, if you're like Ben Shapiro, then we hate you. And
Yeah.
we'll just make fun of you, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes. So Chris Evans' Human Torch dies, and then Deadpool and Wolverine go on the run. They end up meeting Nice Pool, and
It's just Ryan Reynolds.
Deadpool. I fucking hate the alternate universe Deadpool because it's such lame bullshit. And it's just like, wow, Into the Spider-Verse was popular. Why don't we just do that but worse?
Well, everything has to be a multiverse movie now.
Yeah, and Deadpool literally turns to the camera at one point and says, haha, aren't multiverse movies boring? And it's like,
We were talking about this on Wax Stream, but I made the point, and this is a point that's nothing new, but you can't just be like, oh, aren't we funny because I noticed what we're doing, and then
it's like,
continue to do it. It's not like
it's such a trope.
you're still doing it.
It's such
You're
a
just
trope
like-
of bad comedy writing.
Yeah,
Where you're like, oh, I wrote a bad joke. In order to fix this, I'm going to turn to the camera and say, isn't that joke bad?
yeah.
But hijinks ensue. They end up meeting with Blade, Elektra, a French guy, and I like Blade in this movie.
A French guy? You mean Gambit?
Gambit, yeah.
Do you know about Gambit?
No.
So they had a movie for that superhero, but it was in production hell with
Yeah.
the script, so it just completely fell through. And this is like apparently well known. I learned about it like a day before from a fucking YouTube reel.
Gotcha.
If I didn't watch that YouTube reel, wouldn't have got the joke. But since I did, it was funnier, which is like
Yeah.
kind of have to know.
Like Epoch spelled backwards. It was funny.
Yeah, but so they just threw him in there, and I mean, like, since I got the joke, it was funnier.
No,
But like,
I
you didn't have that context, so
No.
I can imagine it not being that funny.
Given the fact that he was saying, well, I never had the chance for people to love me, I'm assuming, oh, he's from a canceled movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Do you think without the context, the character stood on his own and was still
No.
funny?
No.
Okay, so I think that's a fail of a character.
Pause
And
real
have
quick. I gotta blow my nose.
Bro has to blow they nose. What the fuck?
I'm back, but no, the character did not stand on its own.
Yeah.
So they have their big team up. They have a big fight with all of the with like the Toad from the X-Men movies, like a bunch of like forgotten Marvel characters and villains, which is cool. And they convince Cassandra Nova to bring them back to Deadpool's timeline so they can stop the Time Ripper or whatever the fuck, at King Ass Ripper.
Farts on his roommate's door.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then Cassandra Nova ends up taking the Time Ripper, and then they do self-sacrifice, except not really.
But you're forgetting the Deadpool war. The Deadpool all-out Deadpool fight.
Yeah, there's a Into the Spider-Verse thing where there's Welsh Deadpool and a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
Some nods to better comic books.
I thought the Japanese samurai Deadpool was funny.
Yeah, it's a good comic.
Just because
he says
that-
Peter-san.
yeah, because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it made me think, oh, I'd rather read one of these Deadpool comic books and watch this shit. And it's lame, and I hate the Deadpool dog.
Dogpool?
I fucking hate Dogpool. I like Headpool. Headpool's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Death Note soundtrack. I've been listening to it the entire time we've been
Hell yeah.
recording.
Let's go.
My biggest criticism with this film is that all of the sets look like sound stages. And it just takes me out of the movie.
Yep.
It just doesn't look real, and I'm just like kind of okay, bud. Especially the town and city one
Yep.
with the Deadpool fight. I didn't feel it being real at all.
It was the lamest part of the movie.
Yeah,
Because the writers realized that they wrote themselves into a hole, and none of these characters can die except for Nicepool, who doesn't have regeneration.
I did like Nice Pool dying. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I really liked watching.
Just because I like the goofiness of it.
Yeah, it was very funny. And Hugh Jackman plays a good straight man.
What did you think of Juggernaut in this one?
He was like barely in it.
Yeah, they just needed him for his helmet. But what did you think of the design of this Juggernaut?
Helmet?
The guy.
Oh, the guy? Oh, it was a comic book Juggernaut.
Yeah, I know, but what did you think of it? Is what I'm asking.
I don't like that character design.
Yeah,
He just looks like Doom guy.
Doom guy. Oh, true.
Yeah, the Juggernaut helmet looks like the fucking Doom guy helmet from Doom
Yeah.
1. That was fine. But they end up stopping King Ass Ripper from King Ass ripping all over the timeline, and it turns out that this Wolverine replaces Logan perfectly, and the timeline is saved, and he gets back together with Vanessa because it was all for her.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, I would say
I wish it was a Deadpool and Wolverine movie instead of a Deadpool movie that had Wolverine in it.
I did find Wolverine to be my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, and it made me... You know what it just made me do? The same thing that all of the movies made me do. It made me think, wow, I want to go rewatch the X-Men movies. Those are so fucking much better. That's why I walked away from it with... And me and my dad were just talking in the car afterward, and I was like, man, we need to rewatch those X-Men movies. He said, yep, all this movie did is make me want to watch the X-Men movies. Those are way better. Yep. What was your... I said my favorite part. What was your favorite part?
I said mine, basically. But yeah. It was probably the just Hugh Jackman in general. He was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And Paradox.
I think it was as good as Deadpool 2, because there are elements of it that are much worse.
Yeah.
But there are elements that are much stronger.
Yeah, I would say I enjoyed this one more than Deadpool 2. And I had more of a fun time. Maybe that's the setting of the theater.
I guess, but I think it's an 8 for me on this one as well.
I would give it the same score as the last one. Was that 7.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it that.
Alright. You said it was better than the second one, I thought.
Yeah.
Why not give it an 8 then?
Because that's not how scores work. That if it's better, it can still be the same score.
That's fair. So that puts
I don't think it deserves a higher point because it's better than the last one.
Okay, that puts it at 15.5. meaning it's tied with Deadpool, Deadpool 2 and Civil War. And I'm fine making the ranking worst to best. Deadpool 2, Deadpool 3, Civil War. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Do we have any questions for us?
We do, actually.
Alright, it's question segment.
Question.
Put a gong song effect.
Put a song composed entirely of gongs, thank you.
Can you make the oriental chime but with gongs?
Yeah, that's one way to do.
Thank you. And put a picture of Uproar real quick.
If I remember. I probably won't. Gay son or thought daughter?
Polite. You go.
Thought daughter.
Yeah.
We're really homophobic.
True.
Do you want to talk about Lover?
No.
Okay. All right.
Do we have any more questions?
That was it.
That was it.
Ask
us questions, guys. Come on.
Bro, okay,
Like-
if you're in the Discord, ask us questions.
Or
We do
just we can leave. You can leave comments on the last video.
Yeah, you can leave a comment. Drop a comment if you have a question.
Ask us questions. We can make the videos longer.
Wait a minute.
What?
We have the ping for patrons. Wait a minute. Wait.
What? Rose is doing some stuff. I don't know about this stuff. They're scaring me.
Get in.
Are you making a ping asking
Yeah.
for questions? Rosa.
Yes.
Dude, don't do that.
No, it's I made a call-in thing.
Oh. Oh, so we're calling in people?
Yeah. If they
Oh.
get in VC in the next 5 minutes. If not, this always gets cut out.
Cut this out. This is ass.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for joining on this episode of Composting.
Wait, okay, redo that.
No, you can't do that to me.
Thanks for
Fuck.
coming.
Hey, let me do my outro. You do the intros, I get the outros.
I know.
think that's fair.
I'm saying like you.
Silence, wench! Silence,
I was
woman!
being silent.
Silence! Anyway, thanks for coming on this journey with us today. Talking about that Deadpool trilogy. I'm your co-host, Joku. Joined by...
I'm Rosa.
And
composting. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Rosa's grabbing a plain old seltzer. I'm sitting right here eating some Smarties. Recording, composting. Episode 20.
Roses, grabbing the seltzer. I'm sitting here eating my Smarties. We're recording, composting episode 21. Yeah. Roses, grabbing the seltzer. I'm sitting here eating my Smarties. We're recording, composting episode 21. Smarties. It's all she ever wants. It's all the children want. But sometimes it's down the fucking get. Sometimes you have to review the Deadpool Trilogy. And Deadpool was a guy.